this one's different. It's not like being on TV. It's like, and everything's going to be edited for you. And we just want you to be comfortable. And we want to tell your story. Like I was about to say, people hear about cases, but they don't know the people. They don't know, the suffering that you go through when you have to deal with all of this stuff. And it seems like you've gone through a lot.
Yeah. A good amount.
And sometimes people just say a girl fell at a bar and she sued. The truth is that you got really badly hurt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like you said, you've lost everything. So we just want to hear a little bit about your side of the story and how the firm's helped you so far and what you hope for. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So tell us about the night. It was raining. No.
I wish it was. No, we actually, me and my boss lady, she was having problems or whatever, so we decided to go out. And we went in and got a drink, and we were standing by the dance floor, and my friend came, and he was going to come and, I guess, party or whatever you want to call it. And we were sitting there, and we were playing around, because we always goof off in there. And he took her, because she was sitting in a wood chair, and he slid her across the floor and was taking her out to the middle of the dance floor so we could dance. So I was following behind them. And right as I got behind them and we went to dance, I just slipped. And whenever I hit the ground, I was like, don't move me, my leg, my knee is dislocated. And everybody was like freaking out, running up, and I'm telling everybody, don't touch me. Oh. Well, the bouncer decided that I was in the way of everybody else partying, so he decided to pick me up even though I told him not to. And when he did, I felt my knee pop. And
my gosh.
Like literally, I had on jeans, but literally you could see my leg, like my knee and my thigh were straight, but my leg was like this. And I had to sit there for like 30 minutes waiting for the ambulance to get there. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
And I wasn't even drunk. It'd have been a different story if I was drunk, because you slip, you fall, whatever when you're drunk, but I wasn't even drunk. We just got there and it was ladies' night, so the drinks are like...
Right. And even, I don't know, I mean, if the bouncer sounds crazy that he just...
They had to move me because they were like all night long there. I was watching the girls out there that were drinking. They kept dropping their drinks on the floor, which anybody with common sense knows not to drink on the dance floor, because if you drop it, somebody's going to fall. Well, all night long they were taking a mop and they were mopping it up and sticking it back by the door. And like as soon as he got me up and moved me to the door for the ambulance to come, he went and got the mop and he mopped up the area.
Right.
And like the floor was still soaking wet. And if you just seen me fall, you would think, okay, why would I go out there with another wet mop to make it even worse than it already is?
Right.
It was crazy.
So then you went to the hospital, and tell us about your injuries.
We went to the hospital, and they told me that if I'd have waited 30 more minutes, that they would have had to amputate my leg from my knee down, because all the circulation or whatever in my leg was gone, and it was killing my leg. So they had to dose me up with some medication, and they had to pop my knee back in the joint.
Right.
And I don't fully remember what all happened when they popped it in, but I know my aunt and my two friends said that when they popped it in, it was so loud and so nasty that all of them had to leave out of the room. They said I just screamed and passed out. So I really don't remember too much at the hospital. I remember getting there, and then I remember getting in the car and leaving. But that's all I remember.
Right.
I was so
you might have gone into shock.
Yeah, because it was painful. I know that they had, afterwards, they sent me home and they said that I had issues with my back and my neck, and I had issues with my leg. So they sent me to a chiropractor for my back and my neck, and the chiropractor did x-rays, I guess it was, on my back and my spine. He said that some of it was from the injury and some of it wasn't, but most of it was from the injury. My spine was I guess the discs that go in between your spine, they were knocked out of place.
Right.
So my spine, instead of it going straight up, was like this. And they had to do all kinds of work for like 3 months to get my back right, and to get it, the curvature and everything back in it. And like, I still have issues to this day with my back. Still.
Why? And it's emotional for you for many reasons, because you've lost a lot, you said.
Yeah, I lost my assistant manager job. I lost my apartment, my furniture, everything. My car, everything. I had to start all over new. Like, I have nothing now. I'm living off of family members and trying to go back to work, but no one will touch me because of my knee, and there's nothing that I could do to fix it. I told you I was going to get emotional.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Can you get a tissue?
I have makeup everywhere I put.
No, you don't. Girl, I would tell you. You're doing good.
Goodness.
No, they're napkins. Grab a napkin right there. Paper towels are hurts under the eyes.
This might be true. I'll go to the restroom and get something.
Thank you.
No, that'll work for, I think, right? I don't like to use paper towels. I'm very emotional too. I understand.
I hate this. I'm so emotional when it comes to this because it's like it's never ending.
Right. How long have you, when did this happen?
It happened October 27th.
Oh my gosh, so that's
Almost a
pretty
year.
wild. Wow.
Yeah.
And then how did you even, so you had to start doing all these things. You don't have insurance, right?
I have no insurance.
And
None whatsoever.
And your job didn't have it for you where you worked?
They had it, but I couldn't afford it because
Okay.
I just
gotcha.
finished hair school and
Right.
I had my own place. So everything I was trying to afford, and if you can't afford it, you just don't get it pretty much.
Right.
So I never paid for the insurance.
Right. Oh, I see. They didn't cover it fully.
Yeah, it was.
That's harsh.
It cost too much with the insurance. It would take too much out of my check, so I never paid for it.
Right.
Because I had so many bills to pay for, and plus taking care of school and all that, it was too much.
What made you, see, a lot of people don't know what to do. You know, there's many people who have been in your shoes who lose everything or don't have much, and they can't, these bills with doctors are just a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
What made you to decide to get a lawyer, and how did you pick Farah and Farah?
I actually, I wasn't going to get a lawyer, but my mom and everybody suggested it because my knee was so bad. Mm-hmm. And from what the doctors were saying about it, they suggested it because, for one, I couldn't afford any of the bills to fix it. Like, I can't afford the surgery on my knee.
Right. So you haven't been able to get it.
Mm.
You're still waiting for your lawsuit.
The lawsuit.
'Cause it's
and then the lawsuit
pending right
might
now.
not even be enough to pay for it. Because it's so much. It's like $100,000 just to get my knee replaced.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I was quoted. I'm not quite sure if that's correct, but that's what I was quoted. So I don't know if it'll ever will be fixed, but
Wow. And so you hired, how did you choose Farah and Farah?
I went through a couple of lawyers, and
You went through them like you hired them?
no, I called and I
Okay.
told them what was going on, and no one would actually really touch my case, and I didn't think Farah and Farah was either, but I called and I guess I talked to someone about it.
Right.
And they referred me to Joseph Brown, and he picked up my case after he talked to me and seen my knee and asked all the questions and the doctor reports and everything.
Right.
And he actually picked it up.
Were you relieved at the time?
Yeah, because I just thought I was just going to be out with a bum knee.
Right. Because you wouldn't be able to fix it.
Yeah.
Oh. And this took place way back in October, and it's still pending.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to trial.
Yes.
And when are you going to trial?
He sent out paperwork to show that we were going to trial, I guess to scare the other people into
Right.
thinking, okay, because they told us, they denied us on the claim. And
Who's they? Who are you?
the
like?
county line lounge, or county
Okay.
line lounge
Okay.
denied us on the claim. They said they wouldn't pay me.
And that's the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to he sent the paperwork to them to show that, okay, that's not a scare tactic. We're going to go ahead and take this to court to show them that we weren't playing. Because I guess a lot of places when you're suing them will say, okay, we're not going to pay you. And then the person that's suing thinks, oh, well, they don't have a case, whatever.
Right.
So he sent the paperwork through, and I think they have 60 days to come back and tell us yes or no on if they want to go ahead and settle out or if they want to just go ahead and take it to court.
And that's where you're at right now.
That's where I'm at right now.
And what do you hope for?
I hope they give me my money so I can pay my bills.
And get your knee fixed,
yeah,
right?
I'm still not going to be able to get my knee fixed. I highly doubt it.
Well, you
I'll
never
probably be
know.
able to pay for my physical therapy, but that's probably it. Because
And
there's only a certain amount of money that they can work with certain things.
Right.
So I'm kind of like stuck.
Right. But gosh, wouldn't that be great? I would hope a miracle happens.
So do I.
And I hope with this firm a miracle happens. I really do. They're the only ones that picked up your case?
The only ones that touched it.
Would you remember the others that you called? Any of the big ones? Do you remember?
A couple of them were in Lake City.
Right.
They were just injury from. I don't exactly know their names because I was just going through the phone book trying to find different places to go through.
Right.
Because I've never sued anyone before, so I didn't know. I was just picking out names and calling.
Yeah, and you didn't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, that's scary. It's so scary. And it must have been just so discouraging when people turn you down.
Yeah, it was. It was crazy.
And you're emotional now because it's taken so much from your life. But you still hope for the best, right?
Yeah.
So do I. So do I.
God only gives you what you can handle.
That's true. That's really true. I think that's about it. But we're going to touch base with you again because your case is in the middle. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm so grateful that you came out here all the way from Lake City. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
I'm really, really pulling for you. I am. I'm going to get you something special for coming out so far. Really.
It's okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about at all? Anything?
Not really.
Has the bar been nice to you, or have
No, they're slandering my name. They have a picture of me behind the bar.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They have a picture of me behind the bar that if I come in, they call my lawyer automatically. And they're telling people that I'm making it more extravagant than what it was and that I'm not hurt as bad and this and that and the other because ever since my knee has healed, like I didn't go out for the first 6 or 7 months. I wouldn't go anywhere or do anything. But lately, now that my knee has healed, I still have issues.
Right.
But I'm not going to make that stop me from having a social life. So
Right.
ever since I went out, they found out about it, I guess, from bartenders going to...
So they're like slandering your name.
Yeah. Saying that I'm not as hurt as bad as I am, that I'm just money hungry and I'm going to lose and this and that and the other. And I'm telling people that I dislocated my knee when I didn't. I mean, like, if I pull my pants up and I stand in front of you with my back to you, you can see where my knee actually caves in.
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous.
And it's so awful that it's almost like they're bullying you.
Yeah, pretty
In a
much.
way.
But I don't care. I honestly don't.
Because you know what happened. And
Yeah.
you know, and yeah.
I have the paperwork showing it.
Right.
I'm still going through it now. Like, I have times where I can't walk in the morning because my knee is so swollen and it hurts so bad.
Right. Right. And I know what it feels like to go through something and people they're not inside your house, they're not inside your life. They don't know how badly.
It's just a
something is
small town
impacting
talking,
you.
that's all.
Right.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I really do.
Thank you.
I really do. That's it, cut.
Sorry.
No, I do. I'm so sorry.